Los Angeles, setting the scene for us here tonight. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. And here's a look at some numbers for Bryant.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well,
winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. Doris, both teams battling injuries coming into this one.
Yeah, so you know what that means, Kevin. You have an opportunity, if you're a reserve, to perhaps gain some repetition in the midst of an important game. The battle, the mantra, that next man up mentality is going to be on display tonight for this team. And let's see, Kevin, do they take advantage of their opportunity?
Good things to look forward to. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Thomas and Beal teaming up in the backcourt. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3. The baseline J. And he nails the jumper.
You know, here's your problem. You've got to be able to close out hard to LeBron James because he knows he can score from there. This is his money shot.
Thomas against James. Thomas passes to Bryant. Brown outside. 6 to shoot. Knocks down the step-back J.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Again, James. Down low, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And Doris, Danny Green included in that Kawhi DeRozan trade, and he's an underrated player in his own right.
No doubt, Kevin, because when you examine the net rating, which is basically what impact does a player have on winning, Danny Green is one of the best in the league. This guy is an all-defensive guy. He can make shots when he's open. You can plug him in at a couple of different positions. So much to like about Danny Green.
Beal can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, most of the time, this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Here's Washington. It's a 3-point game. Thomas passes to Beal. Off target from outside. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Caldwell Pope. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How about that? LeBron James always looking for his guys. The court vision, unreal.
Thomas kicks to Beal. And again, Washington, no good. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Wizards trailed by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Thomas passes to Bryant. Kicks to Beal. Great D that time from Green.
Yet another miss, just 1 for 5, not exactly an ideal start.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And their offense already in a flow, some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Brown, the pass to Bryant. Beal taking his time here. And another miss by Washington.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And boy, he gets a great jump on the rest of the field there and just leaves them behind.
You love the awareness, the decisiveness. Great job there. Outside,
Green. Here's Davis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Isaiah Thomas. On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
Of course, for some players now in their second seasons, you can tell just how big the jump is between that first year and their second year in the league.
I think, Kevin, it's probably the single biggest growth opportunity. One of the things that happens is the game slows down for second-year players. Very rarely do you see a guy take a step backwards. They're comfortable, they're more confident, and they know what to expect.
Here's Caldwell Pope. He's off on that one, and it's Washington the other way. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Thomas against LeBron. Thomas kicks to Beal. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Beal's got his second bucket of the night.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
James with the bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Thomas passes to Beal. Back to Thomas. Over Green. Thomas' shot is off.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Green passes to Davis. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect, Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3-ball in his last year of college, hitting over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
Outside for Beal. Over Green. That one wide left.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Back to Thomas. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
He's still hip. He keeps up with us a little bit, but he grants us a lot of freedom. He allows us freedom on both ends of the floor to be leaders.
Ellen Beal trying to grow as a leader and a star. Has to love that.
Yeah, and Brooks known for developing good relationships with his players. He pushes them, but he gives them a lot of praise as well.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Kyle Kuzma. Howard is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Caruso in at the two-guard spot. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. The players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Alex Caruso.
And now a chance to see the former Demon Deacon Ish Smith in action. Has been in the league for a while now and played for several teams, and he's a veteran through and through.
Howard misses.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Here's Wagner. An 11-point game for him in the win against Phoenix. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Folks, let's use this break to see who's leading the league in blocks. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Anthony Davis, number 1.
What an intimidator he is in the paint. I mean, he's shot to the top of that leaderboard, and nobody feels comfortable putting a shot up around him right now.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. And when you have Ish Smith on your team, you know he's going to give you scoring off the bench.
And Smith not exactly great at any one thing, but the whole package is solid for a reserve. As long as you can make the right decision and just run the offense, that'll get you pretty far in this league.
Rondo kicks to Davis. Over Berton. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter. Berton's bounce pass. Wagner passes to Smith. With the floater. McGee with the block. Here's Kuzma. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Kuzma's got his first bucket of the night.
And got to be aware of Kuzma, especially with how he attacks there off the dribble.
Here's Smith. And that one hits back iron.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
Here's McGee, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Sunday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
And for that game against the Jazz, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Davis, and it's Green in for Cook. Brown outside. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Thomas goes in. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
This, to me, is why Isaiah Thomas is so deadly. He's got lethal quickness as soon as he sees a window to the cup.
Rondo against Thomas. Now here's Rondo. He's tightly guarded. Kuzma, that's good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Kuzma's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Pass to Beal. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rondo finds Kuzma. Rondo's scanning the floor. 13 feet away. Kuzma can't get it to go. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Washington Wizards. Passes to Hachimura. Outside Thomas. It's stolen by Green. One-on-one fast break. The shot's good from McGee.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Well, for Washington, D.C. basketball, they have one title to their name, the champs back in '78.
What a run that was for that team led by the great Wes Unseld. But boy, in the 40 years since that title, my goodness, fans of this franchise have waited so patiently for that return to greatness. When will it come?
Here's Kuzma, just 5 to shoot. That one doesn't drop. Now Washington takes it the other way. To the middle. Thomas, no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Well, he's got length and size. Danny Green is very comfortable operating near the cup.
For Los Angeles, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. Los Angeles making a switch here. James is checked in. Free throw, no good for Green. Dora, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
There's the pass to Brown. Back to Beal. And another miss by Washington.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Thomas surveying the D. And it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go. Thomas got his second basket of the night. LA's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Now here's James. A 29-point game for him in the win against New Orleans.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Green against Beal. Pass to Thomas. Bryant can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Yes, that goes into effort today.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Thomas and Beal teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Brown in at the small forward. Shot clock at 2. Thomas's shot is off.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You love to see that kind of effort.
And we all know how rough things have been for Thomas the last few seasons, Greg, battling injuries and trying to find the right situation for his talents.
And the injuries have clearly taken their toll on Thomas. A lot of things need to go right for you to be a star player at his size, and lately that just hasn't been the case.
We're talking about the bread and butter of Isaiah Thomas, the mid-range game. Boy, what a feel.
Outside, Davis. Here's LeBron. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
It's stolen by Green. And here we go. LeBron heading to the hoop.
Well, Danny Green specializes on the defensive end of the floor, gets a script, and makes it easy on his teammates.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, with John Wall sidelined for most of the season recovering from injury, the Wizards are going to need new players to step up. One of them that they hope will do so is their first-round pick, Rui Hachimura. Hachimura didn't start playing basketball until he was 13 years old. He was a baseball player. He's the first Japanese-born player to be a first-round pick in the NBA draft. And he only played a little bit in Japan before he went to Gonzaga, where he starred for Mark Few. And now the Wizards are hoping that he can be a star on and off the court in Washington.
And D.A., you and I were talking that Few really had a nice impact on Hachimura. Thanks for the report. Here's Thomas. Great D that time from Green.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Washington. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Cook's checked in. And then for Washington, Bertanis, he's checked in for Hachimura. C.J. Miles comes in for Brown. And it's Ish Smith in for Isaiah Thomas. Pass to Miles. Now the pass to Bertanis. Shot clock at 3. Over Caldwell Pope. The Wizards with another miss.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Pass to LeBron. Outside for Caldwell Pope. At 3 off the mark. The Wizards have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. Outside, Beal. Pass to Bryant. Over Cook. Bryant's shot is good.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
Down low, Cook. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Cook's got 5 now.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
It's stolen by Davis. Caldwell Pope passes to Davis. He dishes it to James. Trying to get open is Davis. Count that bucket. 25 points for LeBron.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Looking to end his cold spell. McGee with the block. And they're able to recover. And it's Bryant missing.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance here in this quarter.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Cook looking it over. And the Lakers with another miss.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Here's Robinson. Sweet little floater.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Cook dishes to McGee. Back to Cook. Poked loose. And Robinson with a clear path to the basket. Finished off the break.
And this is what you want on both ends, to win the battle of effort.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
Passes to Horton Tucker. Cook dishes to Daniels. Some of these players are making more money on endorsement deals than on their NBA contracts. I mean, I just shake my head at that, don't you?
It's an amazing time in which we live because the power of social media and the understanding of today's athlete that their brand is significant and that their brand extends outside of the lines of competition. You see so many men who have overseas opportunities, whether you're talking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell. They understand the power of the face and the talents they bring to the table. Truly, truly remarkable young men.
Remarkable indeed.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
McGee with it. Pocket 6. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. It's blocked. They retain possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Here's McGee. And again, no good by the Lakers. And the Wizards with possession. A nice run going 12 in a row. He gets it in there.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Daniels. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Outside Bryant. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really